Hey guys, Manny here, and over the weekend, my girlfriend and I traveled to Austin, Texas to attend Classic Game Fest that was being held at the Palmer Event Center. And I just wanted to share my experience and thoughts about the event, as well as my game pickups. More on that later. So once we got there and picked up our badges and entered the doors, we knew right from the get-go there was an abundance of people, and for good reason. The front half, let's just say, was covered with, you guessed it, games. It's in the event name itself, right? So that's where the majority of people gathered at the beginning of the event, try to see if they can get their hands on some priceless, or I wouldn't say it's priceless, but some good collectibles. I myself was just trying to recover some of the games that, hey, as a kid, thought they were cool, but all of a sudden got bored and sold them away or gave them away. So that was my intent on this hunt here. I wasn't looking for anything rare, just finding the games that I hold dear to myself when I was a kid. Not only were vendors selling video games, most vendors were just selling art, wall decorations, room decorations, plush novelty items, you name it. There was pretty much something for everyone, as long as they had a love or an interest for video games there. I did find some cool things. As you can see, I was really determined to find some cool stuff there. I was just, like I said, looking for stuff that could be added to my collection of video games. Even though it's a small one, you know the saying, everyone starts from somewhere, right? Even SNK showed up with their product line of games. So they even sold the retro boards for your arcade cabinet, which I thought personally was the coolest thing ever. Like I said, they had something for everyone there. Being that I grew up in the 90s playing some of these classics and looking at these boards, yeah, it kind of brought a nostalgic tear to my eyes. They even had a display of consoles made from the early 70s up to the present time. I like that they added Rob the Robot from the Nintendo era in the 80s, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty cool. As you're looking down, you see a progression of evolution in gaming. And I thought that was a nice touch to add for those who've been around this stuff, and even those who barely even touched a console or had their hands on a video game before. So it was a pretty cool display to have there. Upstairs they had an arcade room, and here you see me play a little bit of Mario Bros, the arcade game, not the NES Classic. Here performing is the band called BitForce, and all I'm gonna say is that I'm just gonna leave their Spotify information or Spotify bio and the link or in the description, because I thought their performance was awesome. It was a shame that this was the only performance that I did attend, just because I spent so much time on the floor. Alright, so what is it that I picked up from Classic Game Fest? So from left to right, I purchased a Super Nintendo console. Yep. It did come with the whole AV cable power supply, so I thought it was a steal, especially since most consoles that you see off eBay, they'll just sell you the console itself and the power cables separately, so I thought that was a steal. I did purchase a few Nintendo Switch games, Final Fantasy X, 10-2 with the code for 10-2, and Super Mario 3D World, and some GameCube classics, so Smash Brothers Melee and Super Mario Sunshine here. And then here you see Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. Like I said, the intent was not to find rare finds, but just to build up my library of games. Like I said, I'm buying the games from yesteryear when I was a kid. Lastly, my crown jewels, Super Metroid and Turtles in Time. So I was fortunate enough to purchase those two there. So what do you guys think? And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for making it this far. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I'll provide my social media there as well. If you like what you see, consider liking and subscribing. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you on the next one.